Are you ready to fall in love with home ownership? Hi, Dalan Ruido here with Broker Nation Real Estate. Remember, I come to you live every single Tuesday at 4:30 in the afternoon just to bring you enough content and information about real estate. How to make real estate simple, because it is. Real estate is simple. All you got to do is just make sure you tune in with us every single Tuesday at 4:30 in the afternoon. So, are you ready to fall in love with home ownership? That's a topic for today. In fact, we're going to be covering how home ownership impacts you. And we're going to see how it impacts you in two levels: the emotional benefit of home ownership and also the financial benefit of home ownership. So, the reason why we put this together, and before I continue, Ray, thank you for reminding me. Before I continue, make sure that wherever you're watching this, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, OVM platform, or Broker Nation Real Estate, you submit your comments, hit like, and share this information with somebody else. That means a lot to us, and I want to thank you in advance for that. Now, the reason why we're putting this content today about falling in love with homeownership is because June, it's National Homeownership Month. You guys knew that? You knew that? All right. June, now you know. June is National Homeownership Month. So it's perfect timing for the content that we're delivering today. So it's also the perfect time to reflect on how impactful owning a home can truly be. Because when you purchase a house, it becomes more than just a space for you to occupy, for you and your family to enjoy. It's your stake in the community. It's an investment. And it's also a place that you can put a stamp on it. So if you're thinking about buying a home this year, here are some of the benefits that you get to experience when you do. So I hope you're taking notes. If you're not, if you're driving, make sure you stop somewhere and take a lot of notes, because all this information, it's a lot of content, and I'm gonna be throwing out you. So I want you to know, take advantage of it. So let's consider the first benefit of homeownership, which is the emotional benefit of homeownership. Now, because homeownership or your home, it's a place that's unique to you. Owning a home can give you a sense of pride and happiness in several ways. Your home can reflect your taste and your personality as well. Now, Investorpedia puts it like this, the following way, and I quote: one often cited benefit of homeownership is the knowledge that you own your little corner in the world. And isn't that true? So having that knowledge can lead to a powerful emotional connection to the place that you live in. But also you come to the realization that your home will grow with you. Now, because it's yours, you have the freedom to make updates to it as you need, and taste changes, so you can continue making those necessary updates as you like. Now, there's an analyst for Housing Wire that he mentions, and again, I quote: the psychology is that it's yours, and you're going to make it as good as possible because you're in it for a long time. And that's so very true. And that can create a greater sense of ownership and pride and connection with your home and your community. I mean, think about the stability that you get. Your family get to enjoy it. If you have kids, your kids get to grow up, and their home. It's your roof. You have a better stability emotionally, for you and your family. The truth of the matter is that over the past 2 years, we have learned to love our homes, and even more as we stayed home more than ever due to the ongoing pandemic. So, as a result, the personal and the emotional benefit our homes provide have become even more important to us. As the most recent State of the American Homeowner from Unison, they put it the following way, and I quote: despite the upheaval and uncertainty of the past year, the past couple of years, I would say, one thing has stayed the same. The home continues to be of the utmost importance and a place of security and comfort. Now, when the health crisis began, the world around us changed almost overnight. You remember that, right? I mean, how can we forget? And our homes were redefined. The what you call home today was completely redefined. Our needs, think about it, our needs shifted, Our shelters became a place that protects us on a whole new level. So we started looking at that, what a home is for us in a whole different way. Now, that same study that I mentioned earlier about Unison, it mentions that about 91% of homeowners say they feel secure, they feel stable, or successful owning a home. Can you imagine that? 91%. You feel successful because you're owning a home? That says a lot. Now, the other number they throw at us was that 64% of American homeowners, they say that living through a pandemic has made their home more important to them than ever. And 83% of homeowners, they say that their home has kept them safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you think about it, if you boil it down, your home, your property has become your safe haven, right? Your base. That's where everything happens. That's where you feel comfortable, stable, secure. That's a big deal. So it's no surprise that this study has also revealed that homeowners now love their homes even more as our emotional attachment to them have grown. I want to show you the next chart so that you can see in percentage wise how this reflects. Look at this chart. Homeowners are falling in love with their property. Pre-pandemic, 58%. Now look at the number. Now today, 70% of those people, they have fallen in love with their property. They love their property, and that sense of emotional connection genuinely reaches far beyond the financial aspect of home ownership. Some people say, well, it makes sense financially to purchase a home. Yes, that's great, but as you're able to see in the graph, 70% have fallen in love with their property. And when you think about emotional, right? Emotional damage, emotional about your home is far greater than financial. Why? Because that's our shelters, right? Ones that we can really call our own. So our home touched our hearts, and not only ours, but also our family, our kids, and can also positively impact our mental health. Again, and this is something that NAR mentions it based on, again, numbers like that we just experienced. 70% of American, and that's just people that have expressed it. Imagine all the people that they didn't get to express that same feeling, or people that are just, in the last few months they had just, joined the home ownership club, how they feel. So again, home ownership, that sense of it's is yours, it can enhance your neighborhood, and this is the other benefit of it. It increase your neighborhood and civic engagement. Think about your community, your neighborhood. Homeownership can lead to get even more involved with your local area. So, because after all, you're putting your roots down, right, in that location, and you want to do what you can to help improve it, much like your home. You want your community, your neighborhood to be as nice and enjoyable as possible. There's a recent report that was sent out by the National Association of Realtors, NAR, where they were saying, and I quote, living in one place for a longer amount of time creates, and it's obvious, a sense of community pride. It gives you that sense of community pride. I mean, if you're a homeowner, you're watching this, think about that for a minute, right? Think about your community. How will you like your community? How proud are you of your community? So that sense of community pride is very important as well, which again, it may lead to more investment in that same community, right? So you might buy another property, and now you're buying a house for a family member, or you buy an investment for financial purposes, who knows? But that sense of home ownership, that pride, that sense of security, it goes far beyond just your roof, your four walls. It goes far beyond that. You're talking about now your community, your neighborhood, the areas, and also affects the businesses around it, because those are the people that you're going to be visiting the most. We actually had a training here at Broken Nation Real Estate at one point where we were talking about how can we help our small businesses in the area. And it was interesting because one of the things that we were able to speak with them and get out of them had to do with how much they wanted to help their community, because they were used to going to local restaurants and marketplaces and shopping centers around their community. So helping them made a big difference. It's another sense of feeling pride and also wanting to help your neighbor. Now, don't take it from me. I wanted to do something completely different today and something special. How about we call some people that have purchased from us before, and let's see what they say. And I want you to, since you're part of this, let's call them. I had the pleasure of helping this family a few months ago. Actually, I want to say a year ago, right? So how proud are they of their community, right? So a year, a lot of things happen in 1 year, right? So how about we give them a call and get the information from them? How do they feel? What was their testimonial, basically? How they felt during the transaction, the fears, the pitfalls, the high points, the low points, and really if they're really proud and if they have fallen in love with home ownership. Let's give them the call right now. Let's see.
Hello.
Hey Maggie, how are you? It's Dailan.
Good. How are you? How are
Good,
you?
good. All right, Maggie. So today, well, as you know, every Tuesday I'm live on the Miami Home Show at 4:30. So one of the things that we're talking about today is people that have fallen in love with home ownership, and I know you guys, and I see how happy you guys are with and proud of your property. So I wanted to ask you a few questions just to get your feedback, and if that's okay with you, do you have a minute?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Okay. So the first question is how did you feel when you were in the process of buying a house?
Well, it honestly was nerve-wracking but exciting at the same time. Because we're getting into. For me, everything in life is an adventure,
Yeah.
and the process of buying a home was a big adventure, not only for us but for our kids, and including my mom. She was part of the process as well.
Yep, that's awesome. What were some of the will you say the low and the high points during the process of buying the property?
The low point is always going to be the nerve-wracking anxiety of how much is needed at closing. I think that just keeps you on the edge to the last minute.
Yeah.
To know that what's the final outcome that's needed to close.
Yep.
And the highest point is just getting that key at the end of the paperwork.
And that was exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was exciting to know that you have somewhere to go to every day, and you don't have that worry that they're gonna either increase your rent or tell you that they're selling and you need to move out. So it's very satisfying, and it's nice. It's nice to have somewhere to call your own.
That's awesome. I love to hear that. What do you think we did better? And this is more like a personal. What do you think we did better?
I think you treat every client as a family. You were even there to celebrate with us. I think it's such an important thing because you get to know each other more, to know what the needs of the family are, and then you celebrate that victory at the end of the day.
Thank you for that, Maggie. And it was really a very humble experience to experience that with you. So thank you for allowing me that. And the last question, will you recommend me and my company to any of your friends and family?
Of course. I think I already did a few, and they've been happy with the process. Even our neighbors at our previous home that we lived in,
Yep.
they needed someone, and you were there to help them, and they were very happy with the process. So
Awesome.
I think you have a good recommendation with us.
Awesome, Maggie. Hey, thank you so much. Say hi to Pilo for me. Much love to the family. Again, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you, and I wish you the greatest success.
Thank you. Thank you. Un abrazo. Cuídense.
Thank you.
Bye. Now, that was awesome, right? So if you're a real estate agent, you're watching this, just make it a point to call any of your customers. Okay, get their feedback, see how they feel, how the process. I mean, simple questions like that, it will give you a great feel. First of all, it will make you feel good, right? But you want your clients to be honest, right? I just made the call to this lady, and she mentioned that she did recommend somebody during that process of buying. How about we call that person? Or his name is Nathan. Let's give him a call and let's see what he says because she mentioned this, she brought it up. So let's talk to him. See, Nathan. All right, here we go. You gotta call people on the spot. They're gonna give you the truth.
Hello.
Nathan, what's up, my brother? How are you?
What's up, my brother? Good, good. Thank you, man.
Hey, brother, I'm here. I'm live every single Tuesday on the Miami Home Show, and on today's episode, I'm talking about people that have fallen in love with home ownership, and because June is the month of home ownership, right?
Yes.
And one of the things we were talking about is how proud we should feel when we own a house. So if you have a minute, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, a few questions, if that's okay with you.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's definitely okay with me.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. So the first question I had is, how did you feel in that process of finding the property and the entire process of purchasing your home?
Man, I feel very satisfied. I feel super fulfilled. I'm glad. I'm glad that I made it happen. I'm glad that I own the house now. I'm glad I'm not renting practically. Like we, such a blessing to find people like you guys that made it happen. I mean, it was always a dream of mine of owning something, but I saw it very far away.
Awesome,
And
man.
so yes, I saw it very far away. But now that I am the owner, it feels unreal sometimes. Like it feels so good. I go outside in the backyard, in the front of the house, and I look at the house, and I'm like, wow, thank God that this is something that I own now, that I'm not renting. And
Awesome,
it's
man.
not the same thing, like when you pay a mortgage or you're paying a rent, it's different. It's a total different feeling. So,
Now,
yes.
I remember during this transaction, we hit some low points and some high points, and we laughed about it at the end. The experience we had with the previous people that were staying there. What would you say were some of the low and the high points that you experienced?
The low points, could you tell me a little more specific?
Yeah, like when this transaction was very different. Remember, it took a little bit of time because people were living in the property. We were dealing with.
Yeah, now I get you. I get you. It's true. Yeah, it was a hustle. It was a hustle to get in the property. I own a business. I'm very busy, and I have my own personal stress to deal with. But the low points was that the process to get a home, because there were some people living in the house. They didn't want to let go of the house, and it took a minute to take those people out of there, and a lot of faith and a lot of hope with you guys. Like you guys made the process very, very good for me. Like I never felt harassed by you guys calling me constantly, telling me it's not looking good. I need this paper. I need this evidence. I need this. I need that. And just you guys never exposed to me all the stress, because it will literally kill me. Like literally, like it will make me more stressed.
Yeah.
Because I have my own problems to deal with in my daily life. So you guys really took care of that situation on your own, and like that was a big high point, for me. The low point was the hassles, having the hassle, having people there, not letting go of the property. And that was the low point of that, and that's the whole thing. But you guys were very, very smooth, negotiated with the owners. We got into a middle ground. We got into agreement. And it took a little bit of decisions, but you guys made it happen.
We got it done. We got it done.
You guys got it done. Yeah, you guys.
I have one more question for you because I know you're a busy guy. So I have one more question. Will you recommend me and my company to any of your friends and family?
Absolutely. I have done it, and every time someone wants to buy a home, I told the story that what happened to me, and I give your phone number, your direction, all that, all the time. You are my guy, bro. Whenever I want to buy another house, I reach out to you guys. Whenever my friends or family want a house, I reach out to you guys. I give them your contact information to them. So I definitely 100%. I recommend you guys 100%.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. I'm humbled by your words, and I appreciate that. Please, much love to you and the family. Say hi to the
Yes,
wife.
sir.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you so
Take care,
much.
my
Thank
brother,
you for your
and thank you
service.
so
Thank
much
you
for your time.
guys. Appreciate it.
Dale, man.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So Maggie was a customer. We helped her get into her house, and we were working for a long time, right? We had some pitfalls, some up and downs, but we finally were able to get her into a property. And these transactions, they all had something. They were not easy transactions. That's why I thought about her, and thankfully she mentioned him, and we were able to speak with him as well. Which, by the way, that was another difficult transaction, which we got it done. So I really appreciate their testimony as well. But again, if you're an agent, if you're watching this, that's how you do it. You got to call your customers, follow up with them. Every so often, make that call, build those relationships. You want to be friends with these people, right? You want to be friends with your customers. You want them to become your family and basically, right? So because why? They're gonna provide you with more people. They're gonna refer you to other customers, and that's goal, right? And if you're for the long haul in this business, you want to be able to come close to people like this. Now, before we jump to the next benefit of home ownership, let's take a quick break, right? Let's watch the following video, which is brought to you by Broker Nation Real Estate. Let's watch. Excellent. I hope you enjoy that quick video. And actually, the video was talking about some guides, right? If you're thinking about buying or selling real estate, we have some guides that we have put together that you can enjoy. So we have one here, things to consider when selling your house if you're a seller. But we also have another one that's called things to consider when buying a home. Now, this guys, we have it is completely free to you. It's just pure information and content for you to enjoy and put into practice if you're thinking about buying or selling. Now, you can come and visit our office, Broker Nation Real Estate, and we're more than happy to share that with you. Or you can give us a call, 305 508 9893. So let's talk now about the other benefit of home ownership, which is the financial benefit of home ownership. You see, when you choose to become a homeowner, you're making a financial decision as well, not just emotional. And that's because your home is also an investment. Now, it can help you feel financially stable when you buy a home, because home ownership is truly one of the best ways to improve your long term financial position. Not only will you have a predictable monthly housing expense that can benefit your budget in the short term, but also you gain equity as your home appreciates in value and you make your monthly mortgage payments. Now, Freddie Mac says that, and I quote, building equity through your monthly principal payments and appreciation is a critical part of homeownership that can help you create financial stability. And as we saw earlier, right, when you have financial stability, plus you have emotional stability, I mean, you're winning, right? I don't know how else to say this. So home ownership, it can grow your wealth because you're growing equity and you can build your net worth as a homeowner. So think about that. Now, if you're renting, you can't say that, right? Because you don't have control on your finances, much less on your emotions, right? You're at somebody else's expense that they want increase their rent. And look at the rent prices nowadays; they're super high. So if you don't want to have that stability financially creates emotional instability as well. So keep that in mind. Again, because if you're growing your equity, you can build your net worth as a homeowner. And when you compare the difference in net worth between a renter and a homeowner, it's clear that owning a home truly offers you a great way to build your long term financial position. Another quote is that according to the latest data from NAR, which is National Association of Realtors, the median household net worth of homeowners is roughly $300,000, while the median net worth of renters is only about, get this, are you guys sitting down? $8,000. That's terrible. So you see the difference between home ownership and a renter. Again, home ownership and equity. Right now, you should have about $300,000 net worth versus $8,000 if you're a renter. So that means that a homeowner's net worth is nearly 40 times that of a renter. So the bottom line is this, friends, and I hope you were able to take a lot of notes and not just hear from me. Some people, that they're expressing their testimonial, how they feel, the experience they had, the ups and downs of buying a home, that process. But the bottom line is that they're loving it. They have fallen in love with home ownership. So, in summary, home ownership is truly a way to find greater satisfaction and happiness and to build financial freedom. So, if National Homeownership Month has you dreaming already about purchasing a home, then let's connect. Let's begin the process today. Don't wait for tomorrow because tomorrow it will get really expensive. So, the time is now to act. So, thank you so much for watching our show today. Again, the month of June is falling in love with home ownership. If you're a buyer or seller, if you want more information, you want to learn more about what we're offering, if you want to get some of the information that we have for you, just give us a call. It's completely free. 305 Myself, my team, they're ready to help you take you and your family to the next level and get you happily settled. If you're a real estate agent and you like the content, you like what we're offering, you like the information, we have more for you directly and strictly for you, the agent, so you can better serve your customers. So you can have all this information in the palm of your hand that you can just share with your customer. We come with, we bring new content, new information daily, and it's relevant so that you can better serve your customers. For example, we have this book right here, right? Which is the ultimate guide to becoming a top producing agent. This is really important, especially in today's market. Now, you saw the questions I asked, right? Those same questions, they're outlined in this book. It's actually in chapter 2, where you're going to find questions that you can ask your customers. Now, you can record it. You can do it live, like what I did today. You can actually, get them to write it down. I mean, there's thousands of ways that you can get testimonial from your customers, and then they're all outlined here in this simple booklet. Easy to read, the ultimate guide to becoming a top producing agent. If you're a brand new agent, I want to show you something real quick. Let's pull up, if I can see the website, the mentorship. So that's our website. Our website is brokernation.net. And in this website, it's tailored to real estate agents, seasoned and new. And this one in particular is a mentorship program, also outlined and mentioned in this book and the Ultimate Guide. Now, there's a video which I talk about the 3 benefits of going through the mentorship program. And again, this is if you're a brand new agent, that you can learn, you can get into this. This is a great business. You can get into this business. You can start right away. You can start, helping people, right? And then you will be learning fast. The learning curve of real estate, it's a big learning curve. So we want you to have the latest information and the training. We offer 100% support. We offer the technology, the tools, and the support. And also we have a program called the Revenue Sharing Program, where you can learn how to make money whether you sell or or you don't. So if you want to learn more about this, visit our website, brokernation.net/mentorship. If you're a seasoned agent, I highly encourage you, visit our website, brokernation.net, and you're going to learn a lot about the benefits that we offer our agents. Again, I hope you enjoy the show today. My phone number is 305-508-9893. We're here to help you, whether you're a buyer, a seller, an investor, or a real estate professional. Stay tuned for next week's show. we have an update on the show next week, and it has to do: are we in a is the market stabilizing itself, or a few weeks ago we talked about what was it? If we're in a housing bubble, right? So we're not gonna be talking about the bubble, although it will be mentioned. But we're actually gonna be talking about if it's correcting itself. So stay tuned. Next Tuesday at 4:30 in the afternoon is the housing market. I said the word and I forgot. Uh,
It's stabilizing.
Not stabilizing. No, I'm so sorry. I've totally forgot what my train of thought. But it's not the housing bubble. We're talking about is if the market is gonna correct itself. That's the word, bro. Come on, you guys are helping me. Now. So if the housing market correcting itself. So stay tuned next Tuesday at 4:30. Bye, everybody. Take care. I'll see you on Tuesday.